so that is an indication, obviously, as well, that everyone is out. You can see the emergency exit.
It's going down every day in Kansas City, Missouri. I was just around here at the Southeast Library right when this, a few minutes before this, after this happened.
Because the door on the right side,
right before the first responders got there. I was just thinking it might be a school shooting or something. I didn't have time to go around there and check it out physically. So I came to check the news real quick and found out it was just a school bus accident, no serious injuries. Thank God for that.
Just to the southwest.
I'll keep you posted, though.
On the southwest corner of Swope Park. So not too far from Swope Parkway, and the big park there to the north and east of that. So there's the scene from up here. Thankfully, unbelievably, no serious injuries with this. As you see this picture, it could have been a lot worse. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back down to you.
Johnny, quick question for you, because I know that, thankfully, 6 kids on that bus, nobody hurt, also 1 adult. Talk about, because you mentioned it's a residential area, 67 that asked you, are there some other roads?
Idiot driver got out and ran away on foot. Nice.
In that area, or
asshole.
You know, I'll tell you what, this is totally residential, as you can see. Now, a lot of bystanders there, too, but as you can see, very residential. So that means that all you have to do to get around this is go around the block. And being residential, not a lot of heavy traffic, certainly no through traffic, if you will. And so it is not going to be any kind of a traffic problem. Now, that's not to say we're not going to have sightseers arrive to see this. Sometimes we do see that kind of clog up some of the side streets, especially with the scene with this bus on its side. Hopefully that won't happen. And right now, it does not look like traffic delay is going to be a factor with this one. Back to you.
Thank you, Johnny. And anyone just now joining us, we do want to tell you that this school bus was apparently coming from Success Academy. That's at 73rd and Jackson. And again, at least 6 students on board, 1 adult. From what we're hearing, no injuries to report, despite the scene you're seeing there. Obviously, a scary scene for anybody coming on that right now. We have several crews there at the scene talking to folks who witnessed this crash.
And Cliff Judy is there. I don't know if we still have Cliff on the phone or not, but we'd love to ask him a couple questions, because he's on the ground, the first reporter on the scene, who was there seeing how some of the first responders were responding to this scene of this bus being overturned, 67th and Askew, and remarkably, the 6 kids on board this bus were not injured. We have not gotten any word exactly how they were picked up, or if they were, we did get some early reports that they were taken to the hospital, could have been taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and released, but that's certainly some good news when you see a bus accident like that and no one is hurt.
Right, and there are 3 ambulances there at the scene, as Johnny Rollins said, and someone was saying that they could see some people being treated inside, so perhaps some of them are even still there at the scene. Secondary to this, of course, the first concern was those children and that adult on the bus. But apparently a suspect that was in that red car that you saw there at the scene, apparently the suspect fled on foot. Those are the early reports we got. So we assume that there are people looking for that person, but of course the first concern was to take care of those children on that bus and the bus driver.
And you see some of the firefighters surrounding that red car right there, that apparently with the suspect who's driving, and the description is that the suspect is in mid-30s, wearing a hoodie, and also has blood on his face. They believe he has blood on his face, apparently from the accident that happened that overturned that bus. So he ran and took off on foot.
And KMBC 9's Cliff Judy is there at the scene, and apparently he is getting additional information about the suspect. Let's go live now to Cliff Judy.